We're at Toys R Us looking for Jurassic World Dominion stuff, and they got this guy, and they got the Ankylosaurus, which is right here. Damn, I'm gonna put this guy down here. They got Ankylosaurus here, which we're getting today here. That's what he looks like.
Ow.
Ow, are you okay? Hello everybody and welcome once again to yet another Jurassic World Dominion action figure review. And today we got the Roar Striker Ankylosaurus from the new Mattel Jurassic World Dominion line. And it is pretty cool, but before we take a look at the figure, let's take a quick look at the packaging. Taking a look at the packaging here, we have a nice look at Rexy for Jurassic World Dominion. We have a really cool amber logo for Jurassic World Dominion, some more amber. See some destroyed power lines, some forests, and some broken trees, a smashed vehicle, and there's a car that's trying to pass, but because of the smashed vehicle it can't. Pretty cool stuff to kind of give us an idea of the dinosaur rampage type of stuff we're going to be seeing in this new movie. Moving on to the side of the box, you can see a really nice render of the Power Raptor there with, again, the same logo and some weird kind of background stuff. Back of the box showcases a really cool image of the Ankylosaurus here with a more Jurassic World Dominion logo and some weird kind of stuff in the background. Pretty cool. Shows you the other ones in the range, the Rajasaurus, Scorpiovenator, and the Triceratops, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. You can see it shows you the action feature and a really nice glamour shot of the Anky right there. Alright guys, here is the brand new Jurassic World Dominion Prologue Ankylosaurus. That's right, you heard me correctly. This is supposed to reflect the version of the dinosaur that we saw in the Dominion Prologue, which you were only supposed to be able to see when buying tickets to see F9, but you were able to recently see the prologue on YouTube in HD quality, so that's pretty good too. Definitely go watch it. It really sets up what to expect within the new movie, which is only coming out in just under a month. So quite excited. But here we have the prologue Ankylosaurus, looking eerily similar to the herd of them that we saw in said prologue. And I really like the color palette of the orange and, or not orange, sorry, the brown is, and the different colored textures, and obviously the beige coloring. It's very different to any Ankylosaurus we've had in a main movie line of Jurassic World figures. And the reasoning why I think that Mattel decided to go with a prologue Ankylosaurus instead of a regular movie Ankylosaurus is that we've already had a movie Ankylosaurus twice. And so I think what Mattel wanted to do was change it up a bit. So instead of giving us the same movie Ankylosaurus that we've seen twice already, they wanted to give us a different thing. So they gave us instead the prologue Ankylosaurus to kind of change it up a bit instead of doing the same thing twice, or in this case 3 times. But it's still really cool. And if you look closely at the sculpt, I don't think it's capturing on camera, but you can notice when you get it in person that there are some dark brown speckles within the brown plastic. My guess to give illusion of darker scales in contrast to the lighter scales, which I think is awesome. And I love that Mattel is experimenting with different plastics to really bring their dinosaur species to life within this new line. For the action feature here, you just push down right here. There's no button or anything, but you push it down and there's kind of a weighted, I don't know, lever sort of thing going on inside the figure, which allows this to happen. So yeah, there's that, and it's super cool because there's no ugly button or anything like that. On the back, you just push it down and the tail strikes. There's no buttons, no nothing. The trickiest part about the recent Ankylosaurus that came out, which was the adult Bumpy from the animated series, is that that Ankylosaurus had buttons that you had to like push back and forth to be able to use the tail. But here, there's no ugly buttons. There's no rickety motion. It's just push the tail down, and it makes the sound. Taking a closer look at the sculpt, you can see it's just your same generic Ankylosaurus sculpt we've gotten for pretty much 3 years, or as long as we've been getting Ankylosauruses within the Mattel Jurassic World line. It's pretty generic. But with that being said, I'm not saying that it isn't accurate to the movies. Definitely, it is extremely accurate with the scales and everything like that. Just the plated scoots on the head, the spikes, everything from the beak and the scales on the body. And if this is using the adult Bumpy body like people are saying it is, definitely they've gotten a step up within the last two movie Ankylosauruses they produced. But still a really cool figure, and I like it. Oh, by the way, there's the Jurassic Facts app tag code thing for people that want it right there. This will unlock the Prologue Ankylosaurus within the Jurassic Facts app. For comparison, here is the new Roar Strikers Ankylosaurus next to the Sound Slash and Therizinosaurus, our previous review. And for the two figures I've taken a look at thus far in the line, I am not disappointed. But with that being said, we're going to be taking a look into the new and improved Jurassic Facts app. And I'm going to be showing you, obviously, the Therizinosaurus, because I didn't show you that last video. And I'm going to be showing you the Ankylosaurus, of course. But with that being said, let's dive into that part, shall we? Alright, here we are with the new and improved Jurassic Facts app. You can see the Dinosaur of the Week. And you can see that we have Ankylosaurus here. Just a second, it's loading. And Ankylosaurus looks really cool, actually. Now obviously, this is very different. You have you can rotate it, but you also have, when it comes to the actual facts part of the app, everything used to be written down, but I guess now they've implemented it to be more pictures, to make it more applicable to kids, because after all, these toys are made for kids. So obviously, you can see right there that most of it is just pictures, but it's still really cool because kids will be able to understand it more, as this line isn't so much made for collectors like myself who really enjoy the franchise and are fans of it, but more or less just for kids who enjoy dinosaur toys. And moving on to Therizinosaurus here, and it's loading still, but Therizinosaurus is there. Theodore looking all kinds of scary. And you can see him right there looking really cool. It doesn't really look like he's in a swamp biome per se, just some generic forest here. So I don't know how accurate this app is to the movie, but it's still a really cool, concept. It's different than it was when it was the Fallen Kingdom range, where it was just very generic, but they've added things like virtual reality. You can have your dinosaur appear in real life through your phone or tablet. It's really cool. And obviously, here again we have the facts, which show the size, its diet, its weight, and where it's found. But yeah, really cool. They even have a gimmick where if you buy the car, the vehicle, that it can be destroyed, and you can even get things like wish lists. You can see some of the figures I still want. But yeah, really cool stuff is happening with this app. Very different than it was when I first played it. Also, I really liked the Ankylosaurus design for the Prologue, and when I saw that they were doing a Prologue Ankylosaurus figure for the Dominion line, I really wanted to draw it, so I drew it. And this is pretty cool. Back then, I didn't know that this was the Dominion Prologue Ankylosaurus. I thought it was just a regular Ankylosaurus, but now that I think about it, it's pretty obviously the Dominion Prologue Ankylosaurus, but I really wanted to draw it, and so I did. Let me know what you guys think of my art, and let me know what you guys thought about this review. And with that being said, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be.